for everything that I've done in the past, we relied on spreadsheets or SharePoint sites. There are project management tools out there that allow you to track milestones in your entire project plan. But when your role in the overall project requires the tracking of details for specific areas of a building, specific number of cables, the status of those cables, whether they have not been roughed in yet, whether they've been roughed in, but they haven't been dressed, they haven't been terminated, they haven't been tested. When you have to track that in any sort of environment where you're doing more than a couple of cables, using spreadsheets and SharePoint is great. It's time consuming to set up though, and from a tracking process, it requires a lot more support hours to consolidate all that information. It requires conversations, hours on end, to go through each individual cable with the technician that you have on the building, in a building or working on a job. When in my career at Toys R Us, it would take, once I got a project, it would take me a day or more to put together a SharePoint site to capture all of the details I needed. Then I would have to train my support team on what it is that I was trying to capture, and then have to manually review all of their individual SharePoint forms to make sure that they weren't skipping pieces that I needed as they were talking to the techs. And their conversations with the technicians in the morning or the afternoon could be a half hour to an hour, which takes away from the labor time that you need the guys on site for. And then at the end of the day, I didn't have any way of automating my reports. There may have been out there, but to set that up, I didn't have the knowledge. So I would have to export to a spreadsheet and do some more manual manipulation to get my job status. With CableFi, when I came in and saw it, it was pretty much everything that I wished I had had.